Yes, yes, yes! The good guys have done it again. The Toronto Maple Leafs take down the Vegas Golden Knights. No. Let me think about something. They shut out the Vegas Golden Knights 3-0, and they were their first place in the Atlantic Division. And you know what? I like it. So good, man. I mean, this game was a good game. A good victory for the Toronto Maple Leafs because, hey, Wool's in net. So, better redeem yourself, Wool. Well, he did redeem himself. He did have a stinker game against one of the worst teams out there, against St. Louis, but he did pretty well against Seattle and Montreal. Well, he got his shutout, and I like it. So, who's in and who's out? Well, we all know Fraser Minten comes to Toronto. He gets called up by the Marlies, and he's going to play his first game in the NHL, as well as the other guys, which I don't know who their names are, but that's okay. The only problem is Max Domi's out, Pacioretty's out, Matthews out. Of course, I should have known this earlier. Matthews is already out, period. He's in Germany to have some recovery treatment. And I think those are the guys. David Kampf gets injured. I'm like, okay, we're in trouble. And you're taking on the Vegas Golden Knights team, whom, of course, lost to the Washington Capitals. Yeah, you can thank Ovi for that. But you can tell, they actually did come back from some games, like one against Utah. And I think that would be one of them. Also, before I get straight into the game, I'm going to get straight into serious business. Because I'm seeing things on my Twitter saying that you're a Knights fan. You're rooting for the Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights are your favorite team. Okay, I'm going to put this into words that Vegas Golden Knights fans might have to understand. So, Golden Knights fans, take notes. Because first and foremost, you think I'm rooting for the Vegas Golden Knights? Oh, no. I'm not rooting for the Vegas Golden Knights because why would I root for the Vegas Golden Knights team that gets away with a majority of calls? Why would I root for that? And second, the Golden Knights aren't a team I would cheer for because first off, I don't live in Vegas. Okay? I don't live in Vegas, and I won't root for Vegas teams. The only teams you'll hear me root for is the Toronto Maple Leafs as my primary team, my main team, the Edmonton Oilers as a secondary, but also some other teams like the Toronto Raptors, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Toronto Argonauts, the Buffalo Bills, and maybe the Boston Celtics and the New York Yankees as their other secondary teams. So, and that's the thing, because people want to call me and say, you're a Knights fan, you're going to cheer for the Knights, you like the Knights. First off, that's brainwashing somebody, and you can't do that. I'm serious. You can't brainwash someone to think that I'm a Knights fan. And you think I'm a Knights fan? No, I'm not. I'm a Leafs fan. I'm a Maple Leafs fan. I've been a Leafs fan since 2019. God, it's 3 minutes in and we haven't even talked about the game. Crap. Anyways, let's begin with this game. Hopefully to God we can get this right. The first period started off, well, of course we took a penalty. We were able to kill off that penalty. And guess who scored the goal? Of course, it was none other than the kid from the draft to the Marlies, Fraser Minten. And the Leafs go up 1-0, and that first goal is a goal to remember. We saw Bobby McMahon, and now it's this guy, Fraser Minten. Good stuff. We put one goal in Hill's net, and I like it. So good thing right there. That's when and then of course the second period. Yeah, it's kind of controversial because the second period got even so severe that Whitecloud just hits Matthew Knies from behind, from in the front, hitting him, and he gets blown out of the dust. And then he's going to get called for a major. I'm waiting for a major penalty. Yeet! The Reds called a 2-minute major, and instead they called the penalty on the Leafs for roughing. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. That was you think that was a penalty? A major penalty, a minor penalty on Whitecloud for hitting Matthew Knies. And then you call the penalty on the Leafs? Are you crazy, refs? Referees, man, they stink. They can't even get a freaking penalty right. Should have been a 5-minute penalty, 5-minute major on Whitecloud. He's going to get suspended for 10 games. Pretty nice. Nope, let's make it 2 minutes for them, and the Leafs get penalized. You see what I'm trying to get at here right now, guys? The Vegas Golden Knights are one of those teams that can just take advantage, cut corners, and get away with anything. It's like they think they're smart and they're good. But when you look, you have to deal with this, because it's insane. And referees need to be better. Start being smart and don't be so. We were able to kill off that penalty. Meanwhile, Timmons just destroys the other Vegas player, and I'm like, okay, that's just stupid. We're able to kill off that penalty, and it's 1-0 after the second period. Okay, so Leafs don't get any power plays, but Vegas does. I'm starting to worry this game's gonna get rigged at this point. But luckily, Leafs got a power play, and Whitecloud gets called. Yeah, that is karma. Absolute karma for hitting my boy Matthew Knies. And Knies gets injured. He won't be playing. He doesn't return. That's doing Vegas. You didn't get called on penalties. That is your fault. You should be ashamed. And then, of course, the Leafs, of course, strike back with a power play goal. Well, okay, we were about to get the first power play goal, but we didn't. But we were able to get it on a 2-on-1 by whom else? William Nylander, and it's 2-0 Leafs. We're breaking the door open. Adin Hill was like, oh, I want my mommy. Yeah, you're getting a karma blow, boy. And then the third period ends swiftly with the dagger, as, yes sir, Pontus Holmberg puts in the empty netter to make it 3-0, and that's what I like. I love it. This is a good thing. The good guys win over the bad guy Vegas Golden Knights. And thank God for that. The Oilers lost to the Vegas Golden Knights, but you know what? As a Leaf fan, the Leafs took care of business against the Golden Knights. And don't worry, Oilers. Leafs got your back. I know. But we took down the Knights for you, and I like it. Okay? So it's a good thing. Good thing for the Leafs, because the Leafs won over the Golden Knights, and it feels so good to beat the Golden Knights. How about that? That's just good, man. That's just good. All right. That's all I gotta say. Well, yeah, I think that's about it. Anyways, the next game for the... Sorry about that. Anyways, Leafs did pretty good in the power play. 1 for 2. I think, oh, well, it could have been 2 for 2, but, you know, it's going to be 1 for 2. Yeah, okay. But Leafs did pretty good on the PK, so that's good. And Joseph Woll gets a shutout. That's a good thing, and I love it. And that's it for the Maple Leafs. So next off for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they play on Sunday. And it's against the new kids on the block, the Utah Hockey Club, who, of course, just got relocated from Arizona, who used to be called the Arizona Coyotes. And now they're here in Utah. And now Utah's coming to Toronto. And you know what? I think it's going to be interesting. Leafs against Utah. It was used to be Leafs versus Arizona, by the way. But now it's Leafs versus Utah. So I'm thinking, okay, Leafs got this win. Can actually get this win. If we can continue to win games, and it is against Utah, whom is okay at best, which I'm not going to say they're a laughing stock because they're good. Sorry. Utah, this is their first season. The Utah Club's their first season. They haven't gotten their names yet, but you know what? Let's see what we can do against the Utah Hockey Club. And let's keep this winning streak going. Let's keep winning, baby. Let's go, Leafs. Yeah! Also, by the way, Vegas Golden Knights, that's what you get for actually destroying the Leafs in February of 2024 when you destroyed the Leafs 6-2. Karma at its finest. Now take the L, Vegas, and we'll see you in March.